Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to another episode. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran that He did not create human and jinns except for His worship. So we have a very constricted idea of worship. I went to do tawaf. Recently I went for Hajj, and when I was doing tawaf, everyone was concerned with their own worship. They were going around the Kaaba reciting whatever they wanted to recite. But I saw this one kid, he must be 13 years old. He was not going around the Kaaba. He was literally standing in one position within the crowd during tawaf, and he was spraying cool water mist on everyone to cool them down from the heat. And I had finished my 7 rounds. It takes a good 30, 40, 45 minutes because it's so much crowd and you're on the outer part of the circle. But yet he was still there. I found him there and I left the place. I don't know how much longer he stood after that. And that woke up my brain cells. I realized that some people, they think that worship is as long as they're benefiting themselves. But worship also encompasses benefiting us rather than just me. He was benefiting others. He did not get any less reward than those who were just serving themselves. The ones who were serving themselves did not get any sin for doing so. That's also a good deed. So worship is way wider than we think. And you know what? If no one has ever told you this, or you had this core belief that your value or your self-worth is low, I'm here to tell you it's not. And I can prove it to you. Allah created you. God created you. He did not create you without a purpose. He loves you. He's the one who's sustaining you, providing for you day in and day out. If you think you're below someone, think again. You're not below anyone. You're not above anyone. Allah says in the Quran that the person who's better than the other is only the one who has more God consciousness and fear in his heart, who's more attached to God. That's what sets you apart. And no one knows what's in your heart besides God. So we can't judge each other. If you don't think you're above anyone, don't think you're below anyone either. At least make yourself equal to others in your mind, no matter what's their status, financially, physically, socially, or spiritually. You're not below anyone. You're valuable. You're worthy. You're a servant of God. Attach yourself to God and see the sky is the limit. There is no limit of growth, of self-development, because then your heart is never broken again, because your heart was not expecting from those imperfect, temporary beings. It was expecting from the perfect, all-powerful, who is God. So this is also worship. When you hope in God, when you hope for good days to come, and when you think good of God, regardless of your circumstances. Peace and love.